Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, May 27th, 2023. And for me, another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well and staying safe. So, as I've been doing for the past few months, at the end of the month is when I give you an update as to where I am in my consumer debt pay down journey. Before I do that, though, I just want to kind of give a recap of the week I was on vacation. I had a couple of appointments this week, and Monday was my dermatology appointment. Wednesday I went to see my optometrist, and then Friday I went to see my rheumatologist. So I got that taken care of. I took my exam for my career designation on Thursday. I'm still waiting to see what the final results is, ultimately to see if my grade was high enough to be able to pass the class. So hopefully that went well. If not, so be it. The week went by fast, I had a lot going on, and it's probably the most I've been out and about in quite some time. So still trying to adjust to a new way of living. I was diagnosed with lupus back in 2019, so it wasn't long before the pandemic and when we went on lockdown. So, it's still going to take me a minute to really just being around people like that. I'm going back to the office. Last month I went, was it last month that I started? Or this month? I forget. But anyway, I've been going back to the office. I'm sorry, it was last month. 2 days a week, and then I'm going to increase that to 3 days a week starting in June. It's a transition, and I'm still trying to get used to it. But without further ado, let's go check out the numbers. So my consumer debt as of February 2021 was $97,520.57. Today it is $63,185.13, meaning that I've paid off $34,335.44 of that debt, which is approximately 35%. That is progress. I'm looking forward to putting this behind me. It is a long journey, but it's a worthwhile journey because I'm learning so much about how to handle my money correctly. When I first started paying off the debt in 2021, February in particular, I had no clue how to do it. I just knew I wanted to pay it off, and I started throwing as much money as I could into it. And then it wasn't until May of that same year that I connected with Brad Long at ZeroDebtCoach.com, and he showed me the right way on how to pay down debt by having an emergency fund, by then focusing on paying down a consumer debt, and learning how to budget and all the correct way to do it. I imagine that if I continued on the path of what I was doing, I would have ran into emergencies. I would have still been handling my money improperly. Having a budget has really saved me a lot of headaches, and that's why I talk about it a lot. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at my month-to-month progress for this year. I started the year off with $67,478.48 of consumer debt. In January, paid off $895.83, February $839.73, March $854.91, April $847.66, May $855.22, which means my beginning balance for June will be $63,185.13. So I'll probably be at 62,000 at the end of June, which is, for me, it seems like a miracle. I mean, it's been a lot, to have the weight of almost six figures of consumer debt and not having a plan and, feeling like I would never get under it, wanting to file for bankruptcy, looking for ways to get from underneath that. Doing it this way has really given me perspective on how to handle money right. But, my priority is, what do I want what's the reason for me to do this? Am I just doing this to pay off debt? No. It's to be able to pass this along to generations, in my family, in the community, whoever's listening to this video, to, really just step back and if you can see the mistakes that I made when it comes to spending and racking up this type of debt, then maybe it's something you can avoid. Or if you're in this type of debt and you don't know how to handle it, definitely seek out the resources to be able to do it. I hope that in the near future, I'm going to be starting my online business, which will deal with how to pay down debt properly. And, I'm really looking forward to that. One more thing, my emergency fund previously last month was 58%. Now this month it is 64%, which is a change to 6%. So definitely making some progress there. Next month I'm supposed to have an escrow analysis to see if I've been paying too much towards the escrow payment. I believe, based on everything I'm seeing, I'm going to get some money back. And as soon as I do, that money is going in my emergency fund. So I hope to have more progress next month. And like I said, if it takes me the rest of the year to get to 100%, so be it. That just means that you're not going to see that, see me accelerate my debt pay down this year. It may start in 2024. But either way, the goal is to pay off this consumer debt. Now, that's just my consumer debt. I'm not including my mortgage. This is my non-mortgage debt. A bulk of that is student loan, which accounts for about 62% of my debt right now. Because the student loan debt led to some of the consumer debt, because I was, at some point along the way when I started to work, I was making $8 an hour on a low end and had to really work my way up salary wise over the years. And when I couldn't keep up, I relied on credit cards, and even still, some of it, of course, was stupid purchases that I made, and I definitely regret that. But now, because I have a budget, I don't budget for categories that would cause me to spend money on things that I don't need. A lot of the stuff we don't need. Having duplicates of things and, just kind of accumulating stuff is gonna, in the long run, that's not gonna make things better for you. I speak from experience. There are stuff that's part of my consumer debt, and I'm still paying off from having it for years. And, when I get past the consumer debt, when I start to develop a full emergency fund, when I focus on knocking out my mortgage years more quickly than I anticipate, I'm going to look back at this time and say, you know what, this was the foundation. This is when it all started. I'm 2 years into budgeting, and I can't wait to see in a few years how I'm doing with budgeting. Seeing the students that I have success and being able to pay off their debts, and just it's something that I never anticipated getting into, but because I started dealing with my health after being diagnosed with lupus, it has helped me to stay motivated to keep on this path. Okay, I've talked way too much today. If you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. When I post my videos. You can find me at youtube.com/@Chronicles of Ray. And until next time, I will see you in June. Take care.